Have you ever walked into a dealership and felt like one bike, just one, is literally begging for someone to ride it? Dusty, lonely, almost offended that nobody picked it? Yeah, those bikes exist. And no, it's not because they're bad motorcycles. It's because the world somehow slept on them. Today on Bike News, we're diving into 7 Japanese motorcycles dealers simply cannot sell. These machines are criminally underrated, often ignored, and now you can snag them for the price of a used scooter. So buckle up, grab your helmet, and let's roll. Number 7. Suzuki SV650X. Now listen, the SV650 is already a legend. Ask any old-school rider and they'll tell you. Bulletproof reliability, V-twin grunt, cheap to run. It's basically the Toyota Corolla of motorcycles, but way more fun. So Suzuki thought, hey, let's make a cafe racer-inspired version. Clip-ons, retro styling, fancy paint. Sounds like a hit, right? Wrong. Dealers can't move them. Why? Well, maybe because the styling feels confused. Half retro, half modern, like someone couldn't decide between a Bonneville and a GSXS. And let's be real. Most riders just grab the standard SV650 instead. But here's the secret. This bike is a sleeper hit. Same smooth torque, same raspy V-twin growl, and ergonomics that are actually way more comfortable than you'd expect. And the best part? They're going for under $4,000 used. Sometimes even less if the seller's desperate. That's crazy. For a bike that can commute all week and still rip on twisties, the SV650X is a deal hiding in plain sight. Number 6. Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. Let me ask you something. What happens when a Japanese company tries to make a Harley-style cruiser? Confusion. That's what happens. The Bolt R-Spec was Yamaha's attempt to go after Harley's Sportster crowd. Low, mean stance, fat tires, 942 cubic centimeters V-twin that pulls like a freight train. On paper? Awesome. But here's the problem. Harley riders stayed with Harley. Sporty riders jumped to naked bikes. And the Bolt? It sat awkwardly in between. And that's good news for you, because right now you can snag a 2017 to 2020 Yamaha Bolt R-Spec for under $4,500. That's insane for a cruiser that sounds this good, rides this low, and actually looks like a bobber straight from the factory. Trust me, if you want a head-turner that isn't a dime a dozen Harley, the Bolt is your sleeper cruiser. Number 5. Honda CTX 700N. And I already know what you're thinking. What the hell is that thing? Exactly. The CTX looks like a scooter and a cruiser had a weird love child. It's low. It's relaxed. It's automatic. Yep. Honda gave it their dual clutch transmission, so no clutch lever, no gear shifting if you don't want to. They built it for comfort-first riders, hoping it would attract beginners or commuters. Instead, it confused everyone. Hardcore riders said it was boring. Beginners said it looked weird. And dealers? They couldn't give them away. But here's the truth. The CTX 700N is actually a joy to ride. Super fuel efficient, ridiculously comfortable, and one of the easiest city cruisers you'll ever own. You can literally sip gas at 65 to 70 miles per gallon. And right now, used ones are floating around under $3,000. If you want stress-free city riding, this bike is like a lazy boy recliner on 2 wheels. Number 4. Kawasaki W800. This is Kawasaki's love letter to the past. Air-cooled parallel twin, loads of chrome, upright seating. The W800 was built to take on Triumph's Bonneville. And honestly, they nailed it. It's smooth, it's classy, it feels like stepping into a time machine. But here's the problem. Triumph still won the popularity contest. People stuck with the Bonnie, and the W800 just sat in showrooms collecting dust, which is a crime, because this bike oozes character. And now, because dealers just want them gone, you can score 1,000s below MSRP. Some used listings are dipping into the $5,000 range. If you want that retro style but don't want to deal with British maintenance bills, this is your bike. The W800 is the vintage classic nobody's talking about, except number 3, Suzuki GSX250R. Now here's a bike that almost doesn't exist. Everybody talks about the Ninja 400, the R3, or even KTM's RC390. But Suzuki's little GSX250R? Total ghost. Which is insane because it's actually a fantastic beginner bike. Smooth, predictable power, super comfortable seating, and fuel economy that hits close to 80 miles per gallon. Is it fast? Number. Not at all. But it's not supposed to be. This thing is built for commuting, learning, and saving money. Dealers overordered, sales flopped, and now you can literally find brand new ones for under $3,000. Used? Even less. If you're new to riding and don't care about flexing on Instagram, this is your perfect starter bike. Number 2. Honda CB1100. This one hurts, because the CB1100 is one of the most underappreciated motorcycles ever made. Think of it as a modern tribute to the legendary CB750. Air-cooled inline 4, silky smooth power delivery, and that upright, relaxed roadster stance. It's classy, it's timeless, it's everything a motorcycle should be. But the timing was wrong. In an era of hyper-nakeds, ADV monsters, and race-bred supersports, nobody wanted an elegant, old-school UJM, which means now the CB1100 is selling for peanuts. I'm talking mint-condition examples for $6,000 to $7,000 for a 1,100 cubic centimeter air-cooled inline 4. That's practically giving it away. And here's the kicker. In 10 years, this will be a collectible. So if you want to own a future classic, this is your moment. Number 1. Yamaha XSR900. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait! Isn't this one of Yamaha's best bikes? And you'd be right. The XSR900 is a beast. Same snarling triple engine as the MT-09, torque for days, and retro-inspired styling that actually turns heads. So why didn't it sell? Simple. The MT-09 stole the spotlight. It was cheaper, flashier, and Yamaha marketed it straight at the young hooligan crowd. Meanwhile, the XSR sat in the corner, too different, too vintage for mass appeal. But here's the insider scoop. The XSR900 is arguably the better bike. More comfortable ergonomics, more character, and a design that won't look dated in 2 years. And right now, dealers are practically begging people to take them away. Used prices are dropping into the $5,500 to $6,000 range. For that money, you're getting a 3-cylinder monster with tech, style, and soul. It's the hidden gem of Yamaha's lineup. Closing. Final thought. So there you have it. 7 Japanese motorcycles that the world slept on and that dealers simply cannot sell. And remember, just because a bike didn't sell well doesn't mean it's a bad bike. In fact, it usually means the opposite. These are the machines that slipped through the cracks. The bikes overlooked by hype. And that's exactly why you can grab them now, for pennies on the dollar. While everyone else is chasing Instagram clout on overpriced sport bikes, you could be riding something rare, unique, and way more fun. So go hunt them down, test ride them, snag yourself a deal, because sometimes the best bikes are the ones no one talks about. This is Bike News, and I'll see you in the next ride. Ride safe.